Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's Wally, and today we're going to be listening to another new band to the channel called The Perfect Circle. Now, those of you who are Tool fans may already know who A Perfect Circle is, considering the two founding members of the band are Maynard James Keenan, who is the vocalist of Tool, and Billy Howerdel, who's one of the guitar techs. Yeah, I did some research this time. I know, it's a crazy concept. I didn't research any of their sound or anything like that. Didn't listen to any of their songs, but I just wanted to learn a little bit more about the band before, I kind of dove into one of their songs. But either way, to me, after looking at, who's a part of the band, to me, they kind of form like a little bit of a supergroup. I mean, it looks like a couple of the other band members are from some really other great bands too, like Primus, Queens of the Stone Age, and I think it's the bassist who's from the Pixies or something like that. But either way, anytime you're able to get that many like band members from so many like different amazing groups and kind of bring them together to do like their own kind of side project, it's always a beautiful thing. I mean, sometimes they don't always end up being as great as the original band and everything and the bands that they came from. But again, you have so many super talented like musicians playing together. There's always going to be an amazing sound there, But the song that we're going to be listening to is called Judith. It looks like it was one of their, maybe not one of their first songs, but one of their earlier songs. Again, I haven't really heard any of their sound yet. I don't know if it's going to sound more like Tool, Queens of the Stone Age, Primus. I know they're all kind of a part of the same genre, but very, very different sounds. So I'm really interested to see what kind of direction they kind of take this. So we'll get into the song, but before we do, if you are new here, please make sure to go down and hit the subscribe button. And if you do enjoy the video, please make sure to go down and drop a like too. But let's get into the song. Ooh, I like that rhythm right there. I like the sound too. I can definitely see the parallels between like Tool and them.
You're such an inspiration for the ways that I will never ever choose to be.
Haven't heard that voice in a while.
So many ways for me to show you how your Savior has abandoned you.
Little slide too, I love that. Oh my! Okay, hold on. I'm so sorry. I gotta stop right there for a second. Holy cow! Damn. All right. Now, okay. First of all, I can definitely see again. I can actually see like a little bit of like each of the bands like represented in this band in this song a little bit. I definitely see obviously mostly Tool, and I think that's partially a product of the fact that I'm hearing Maynard's voice. So anytime I hear his voice, I automatically think Tool because, and I'm sure I'm not the only one to do this, but when I hear a certain voice, I associate that with a certain band. It's with certain bands, I guess it is kind of like their like trademark sound. Like that's how I feel with like Dream Theater and stuff when I listen to them. but for the most part, it is this like actual voice of the vocalist. And so I'm obviously automatically getting Tool here. I think the guy who was screaming, who was also playing guitar, I think he's the one from Queens of the Stone Age. And I could, if I'm wrong, then I don't even know. But I'm pretty sure that's him because it just sounds so damn familiar. But everyone else, like I could definitely tell a little bit from each of them. I love that little like the slide that he's using on the guitar. It makes such an awesome noise. And again, right before this this like second verse that's coming up, which we'll kind of get to, I like that little guitar part right there leading into it. Dude, it's such a good little transition. I love it myself. And of course, you got to put your hair up for the second verse. Come on.
So many ways to really show you how your dog has been in you. Cry to your Christ, to your God. Taste all the fruit. Never drink, never break, never.
I love hearing those two together too. It sounds awesome. Damn. Are they like all singing together too? That little change up in the drum beat there was so sick. Damn. So dope. Apparently everyone in this band can sing, huh? Damn. Dude, that was a crazy song. Dude, I like that a lot. Like, honestly, like again, like I've listened to Tool before, and I like Tool a lot. Like they're a really great band. Some really chill music. I've listened to it at many points in my life, and some really great nights that I've had. But really, honestly, like this music, they're like Perfect Circle is definitely more like my, like, hey, I can listen to this every single day type of music. Like, it's definitely got that, like, really, like, awesome grunge feel to it. I love the fact that they incorporated the screaming in it, too. And, like, everyone, like, again, I love the fact that, like, everyone in this band, like, does more than just, like, one thing. Like, all of them are extremely talented and more than just one thing. And they all showcased it right there. And the fact that like almost every single one of them sang in that, like even if it was just like a backup vocal, that's a really cool thing to have, and that just shows the versatility of everyone in this group. And again, this is the first Perfect Circle song that I've actually listened to, so I don't know what the rest of them sound like, but I can imagine with the versatility of each person in this group, I can imagine that they pump out like a bunch of like different sounds in each of their songs. I can only imagine. I might be wrong, but that's just the feeling that I'm getting personally. But this was really cool. Like I said, it's almost like a supergroup to me. Like so many great other bands are represented in this band, which is a really cool thing, first of all. But like a couple different bands that are, again, kind of under the same umbrella, have different sounds, but like are under the same umbrella. Like it just sounds really cool. And again, I could kind of tell, like I could see a little influence from each of the bands that's represented here. And I think that's a really cool thing too. because it's, you know, it's kind of like a hybrid of 4 really great things, and you're like, I don't know, you're taking the best of these 4 great things and kind of putting them together. I don't know. That's what I felt, though. I thought this was a really cool song, a really good one. I'd really like to hear some of their newer stuff, too. I know that this one was a really old song, or at least I guess in their like earlier years. So I'm kind of curious to see what some of their new stuff's like. So maybe I'll get into that. So if you guys have any recommendations for any other songs of theirs to kind of react to, whether it be new or old, dude, I would really appreciate it, and I would definitely love to listen to more of this. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the song. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to go down and drop a like, and we'll see you guys next time.